I would just like to thank everybody for coming out tonight. Like, it means a lot that you guys all came. It's like the whole group that makes everything come together. So, thank you so much. Thank you to everyone that drove. And I know it was really hard, so, you know, it's really important to us that you guys came. This is so great. Thank you so much. Thank you.
And then later, we'd like you guys to all join us on the dance floor. Would you pray with me? Dear Heavenly Father, thank you so much for this beautiful, wonderful day that you ordained before the beginning of time. Jesus, your first miracle was at a wedding. You love weddings, and you're excited to celebrate the wedding feast of the Lamb with all of your children when we get to be with you. And this is just a glimpse. Lord, we thank you for this food. We thank you for the graciousness of those that have hosted and have given to us so freely. Lord, bless the rest of this evening. And let us love one another and celebrate Emily and Elijah's night. In Jesus' name, amen.
Thank you everybody very, very much for coming tonight. You know, as I get older, I realize how important these events are. And it's so great to see everybody here tonight. Bittersweet in a way, and I really appreciate Emily for taking my brother in and his 3 boys. You've got to have a big heart to do that. And a lot of patience. I remember when I helped my brother move into her house, and I remember meeting him at her house in the morning, and him telling both of us that it would only be a few things. And 4 hours later, and like 6 big screen TVs, we were done moving, and you know, she's just amazing. Amazing girl, and my brother's very lucky. And I appreciate the both of you, and thank you very much.
Bravo, Chris.
Hi everyone, I'm Ashley. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Emily's cousin, and I know you haven't seen me at the family reunions ever, but we've convinced people over the years that this in fact is true, that we are cousins. So first I need to thank the parents of both Eli and Emily for the people that we have sitting before us, number one, but also for making this whole weekend possible. There's so much love, and Monsignor said a lot of the stuff that Allie and I, we looked at each other like, what the heck, he said everything we wanted to say, but it says so much about the couple that the 3 of us all have the same things to say, and I'm sure you guys can all agree. So thank you to the parents for raising those types of people. For the bridal party, especially Allie, you guys have been so generous with your time and energy, and it's clear that you all really love this couple. And for the rest of the guests, thank you for traveling and being here. I know Eli already said it, but it means so much for them to have you all here on this special day. I've known Emily for almost 30 years now, since the day she came home. And we grew up as cousins and saw each other every single day. You may not realize this, but this is our home right here in this room. We had lunch here every day for 10 years. Family weddings, our siblings got married here. We've had parties, communions, everything you can imagine. So this building, this parish, this room, and Trident next door, the pool, they are our second homes, and so I feel very blessed to be standing here today with Emily. Sorry, be patient with me, I'm a little emotional for this. Those 10 years were the best days of our lives, do you agree? So, it started with my first word in response to Uncle Greg's story. The word was bullshit. Making Emily laugh throughout dinner, where we were eventually separated because she would shoot chocolate milk out her nose. And it was for our own safety that we didn't eat dinner together. Emily saving my life when she was in the 6th grade and diagnosed me with appendicitis. I believe we were in your driveway and you said, well, it's gotta be her appendix. And so I just remember those words. And finally, damning ourselves by doing each other's homework. And it's to this day that she can't spell and I can't do basic math. So those were the best days of our lives, right? Until now. Eli and the boys complete you. And we all know that Emily takes her life and her job and her family very, very seriously. But being a mother to these 3 boys and to be, it seems like your wife for a long time now, Eli, but being an amazing mother to these boys is her greatest job and her strongest talent. Together as a family, you've begun the best years of your life. Eli, keep her laughing and entertain her. You're the only one I know that can make her giggle the way that she does, that we all love. So keep doing that. Ishan, wait, I need to see the boys. Eye contact. Ishan, Evan, Ethan, love her as much as she loves you, okay? And if everyone could please raise a glass. I want to wish a happy life, lots of laughter, and the new Schwartz's happily ever after.
All right, everyone, one more. I'm Allison, Emily's sister. Emily is known in the Tatum family as Power Girl. Power Girl insists on carrying the heaviest grocery bags. Power Girl defends herself and others against cousin horseplay. And Power Girl was prepared to take on the neighbor bully for Tatum. Emily loved the shows Rescue 911 and Baywatch for the rescues, so it's no surprise she became an ER nurse. Out in the dating world, I always encouraged Emily to find somebody that worked at the hospital. I said, no one is going to understand what you do 12 hours a day, except someone who can see it. So enter Eli, a hero in his own right, from his army tours to catching that infant in the ER and to scooping up that toddler on a busy Allentown street. Emily met her match. Eli has a generous heart and a kind spirit, who giggles at Emily's fun face and her bristliness, because he knows what she needs. It's either a nap or coffee. And he can always figure it out, and he takes care of it. I love hearing Emily talk about her boys. Ishan, Ethan, and Evan, Emily loves you fiercely. And this is the part I'm gonna cry. There's a creed that hung in Emily's room for her whole childhood. And today, oh, is it still there? Lovely. It goes like this. Bear with me. Not flesh of my flesh, nor bone of my bone, but still miraculously my own. You didn't grow under my heart, but in it. I can never do it. And I know that's how she feels about you 3 boys. So please raise a glass to our super couple, Elijah and Emily. May you meet all of life's moments with your combined strength and love. Congratulations.
Okay, I'm done. After Ashley and Emily and Chris, there's not a lot for me to say, other than behalf of Marla and Eric and Mike and Cheryl, we're so happy that everybody could come and join us today for this festive occasion. We're in the I knew you'd like that one. As maybe you do, you don't know, Emily was adopted into our family. The doctors, the lawyers, everybody brought her to her house, and the next day she had to go to the hospital to get checked out, and Angie Fix-Hawk, where are you? She went with me to pick up a baby chair because we didn't have one, to put her in the car and take her, so we did that. Also, as far as giving goes, Emily had to go to get a hearing check many years ago. And we were all sitting there, Edie and I went, and it was like the doctor's in there talking to her, and she gets into the soundproof booth, and I'm sitting outside the booth, and the tech goes, baseball. And he's just looking around, not looking at anything. Hot dog. Emily's looking around, she don't say anything. So the doctor came back into the office, he said, she's either stone deaf, but she's the best actress I ever saw in my life. Turns out she was the best actress I ever saw in my life. And the reason she wanted to do this was to Edie and I to sign her up for sign language, so she could talk to one of the boys at the pool, at Trident Pool. So it was a crazy, crazy time. Now, the other thing, when Emily was a small, going here to St. Thomas, Edie would leave early in the morning to do her job. She could be here at 7, so I would be the one to get Emily up and get her out to school. Well, it was a challenge because she always wanted to have a ponytail or something like that. So I would work these things into her hair and try and get her out the door. And sometimes it worked and sometimes it didn't. And also barrettes was another thing I introduced her to say, well, let's just pull your hair back and get them and get her out the door. But that didn't always happen. Socks was the big issue. Socks was a big issue in my house. You know that seam at the bottom, you know, where they put the things together? Well, she would carry on every morning. That these didn't fit me. It was like being with Mr. Pitt, if anybody watches Seinfeld at all. That these socks didn't work for her. You know, she just had to have them the right way. And one time, I think I cut the toes out because she was driving me crazy with this thing. But she did very well. She worked hard. She's a great, great girl. Like I said, we're blessed to have her. Edie worked very hard to find her and to get her into our house, and it's been a great ride for us. And she's been very successful in her work. Everybody seems to like her at Lehigh Valley Hospital. You know, I mean, she has her days like everybody else, but she's done real well. So there again, thank you everybody for coming tonight, and I hope you enjoy your evening. And that's it. I love you all very much. Oh, wait a minute. I have to turn the mic over now to my lovely wife, Edie, who, by the way, planned all this over here. Her and Emily with everything here. So it's a hats up for her. Thank you.
I really didn't have a whole lot to say, but I did go to the Augie Fix at Table 8 School of Toasts. I scaled it down because everyone has said just about everything that I'd like to say. First off, I'd like to thank the staff of St. Thomas More. Gwen, Aaron, the kitchen staff, the front of the house staff. These guys are amazing. Our florist, Sean, isn't here. She did all this and scooted out. The place looks amazing. This is the children's school cafeteria. Our Ethan eats here now. Raise your hands if you ate lunch in this room. Okay. Raise your hand if you had your wedding reception in this room. Andrea and Nepp, thank you for the icicle light. Yeah, they're still here. They're still here. In talking about this wonderful couple, what comes to my mind is 3 sets of parents. We did something awfully right to have these two come together and find each other. And in God's grace, they're going to have happy, long lives together, and I think some more kids. God willing. I want to thank my personal people, my friends, starting with Table 8, that held my hand through this whole wedding process. I copied all of the mothers of the bride from this 2015 season. Linda, Ernie, thank you for shopping with me, tasting all the vegan and gluten-free items. You all held my hand through this, as you have for all of my life. I need to thank my good friend, Donna Grimshaw. Please stand on to, because she's my stylist, and everyone tells me I look fabulous. And these purple highlights are a big hit. They're staying. So, thanks, Donna. And we were lucky enough that all 4 of their children just got married within the last year. So it is a mini Grimshaw wedding. But thank you all for coming. Thank you for traveling. Thank you for going out of your way. now it's time to party. Everybody have a good time. It's good to see y'all.
Emily and my dad, they have been so good this year, every year. Thank you all for coming and enjoy your night.
And he said he needed to work on talking in front of a crowd. I mean, he literally said this to me about 15 minutes ago. I think he nailed it.